Hello, welcome back to the 6th week of e-learning on functional analysis. In this week, we shall learn on module 3 of chapter 5. Already we have finished on module 1 and module 2 of chapter 5 in week 5. Also, we shall discuss on module 1 of chapter 6. The title of chapter 6 is Some Fundamental Theorems of Bounded Linear Operators. In module 3 of chapter 5, we shall discuss on convergence of sequence of bounded linear operators. We shall learn on pointwise convergence of sequence of bounded linear operators, uniform convergence of a sequence of bounded linear operators, and with some results. Also, we shall learn on module 1 of chapter 6. The title of module 1 is to discuss on open mapping theorem. Students, you might be aware of that whole functional analysis is based on 4 pillars, that is on 4 fundamental theorems. The 4 fundamental theorems are namely BANACH-STEINHAUS theorem, number 2 open mapping theorem, number 3 closed graph theorem, and number 4 Banach theorem. In module 1 of chapter 6, we shall learn on open mapping theorem. Open mapping theorem are very much important in learning functional analysis. This theorem states that if x and y are 2 Banach spaces over the same field of scalars and T is a bounded linear operator from x to y, then T is an open mapping. In module 3 of chapter 5, we shall learn on a very important famous theorem known as BANACH-STEINHAUS theorem. Sometimes this theorem is known as uniform boundedness principle. Importance is that the consideration of domain space to be complete. With the BANACH-STEINHAUS theorem, we shall explain when a nonlinear space is complete or not. In the open mapping theorem, we shall emphasize on the consideration of the domain spaces and range spaces. Domain spaces and range spaces are to be considered as Banach spaces. So, the completeness property of the domain spaces and range spaces are very essential for learning open mapping theorem. With this, let us go to the videos of module 3 of chapter 5 and module 1 of chapter 6 in this week.